Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with another collection update. This update includes some Blu-rays, DVDs, VHS tapes, and books I recently added to my collection. Before I get to all that though, there's something else I want to show you guys, sort of a random find. I found this box of The Sopranos Season 1 premium trading cards. These were just sitting on the shelf at the thrift store with all of the VHS tapes, so I thought, why not? As you guys know, I love The Sopranos. I think it's the greatest series ever created, and I couldn't pass this up for 49 cents. On to the books now. I found a lot of new Goosebumps books, but first, this is something I've been wanting to show you guys since Christmas. This is the Teenage Slasher Movie Book, the second revised and expanded edition. This book is absolutely amazing. As a slasher fan, this thing is a dream come true. If you do not already own this, I highly recommend it. Here's a stack of Goosebumps books I found at local thrift stores. These are all from more recent series of Goosebumps, but they fill in gaps in my collection. First, we have Goosebumps Horrorland, The Horror at Chiller House, Goosebumps Slappy World, Slappy Birthday to You, Goosebumps Slappy World, Attack of the Jack, Goosebumps Slappy World, Please Do Not Feed the Weirdo, Goosebumps Slappy World, Escape from Shutter Mansion, Goosebumps Slappy World, The Ghost of Slappy, Goosebumps Slappy World, It's Alive, It's Alive, Goosebumps Slappy World, The Dummy Meets the Mummy, Goosebumps Slappy World, Revenge of the Invisible Boy. I love that cover. Goosebumps Most Wanted, Planet of the Lawn Gnomes, Goosebumps Most Wanted, Creature Teacher, The Final Exam, and Goosebumps Most Wanted Special Edition, The Haunter. Next up are some Blu-rays I got from my buddy Danny. You probably know him here on YouTube as DJ Boy, and he was actually on the Super Slash Bros livestream the Friday before last, when we last hosted it on my channel. He's an OG of the horror community, and I will leave his channel link on the end screen of this video. Please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Danny is an awesome dude, and he sent me both of these Blu-rays. This is the Arrow release of Scared Stiff. Danny ended up ordering an extra copy of this by mistake and offered it to anyone who wanted it. I happened to see his post on Facebook and sort of raised my hand and said, yes, definitely. I was meaning to get this one, never got around to picking it up. You know, the only copy I have of this is a homemade DVD copy that I had made myself, but I really wanted this official release, and sure enough, Danny hooked me up. Thanks so much, buddy. Along with that, as a bonus, he threw in this European release version of Jack the Ripper. This is a Severin Blu-ray that comes in this sleeve. Very cool. Thank you so much, buddy. On to the DVDs now. I picked up this solo release of Mr. Nanny at a thrift store. I do own this movie as a 2-pack with Suburban Commando, and I also own it as a screener on VHS. But I love this movie. I had never actually seen this DVD copy in person, so had to pick it up. I also picked up Circus Kane, which looks absolutely awesome, and I'm hoping to review this one for Slashback at some point. But first, I have to watch it. And speaking of what to watch, I may watch and review this one later today. I'm not sure yet. This is the Walmart DVD exclusive release of Joker. Now, I keep hearing this is one of the best, if not the best, movie of 2019. I don't think it's going to surpass Star Wars for me, but I'm willing to give it a shot. So, I can't wait to see if it lives up to the hype. Now, I know a lot of you will laugh about this one, but that's okay, because there was no way I was leaving this behind. It's Muzzy, the BBC language course for children. I found this DVD set at a thrift store for $2.99, and these things sell upwards of $50 on eBay, and were even more than that, I think, when you bought it from the actual company. This is very nostalgic for me because they always played these Muzzy commercials back in the late 80s, early 90s, and it featured these children speaking French in the commercial. It was just so cheesy, but I always remember those commercials. You can actually see them on YouTube. It's worth a laugh. This is the Italian language course, which is pretty cool because at least I can understand most of it when I watch it. But regardless, it does include an English version of the show as well. And by the way, Brad, that's Italian, not Italian. As you can see, it comes in this giant case. It has a bunch of DVDs in here, a book, and it's pretty cool. Again, as I said, this is mainly for nostalgia's sake, but I was really happy to find this one. This was actually the thing I was most excited about finding the day I went thrift shopping. It's just awesome. So it's a nice display piece in my collection, a nice piece of my childhood, I guess, and I'm glad to have it. Also, now I'm on the hunt for a VHS set of Muzzy. Maybe I can find the French set and be just like the children in the commercial. And finally, onto the VHS tapes. Oddly enough, I found both Prancer and Prancer Returns on VHS. It's funny because in my last collection update, I showed the Prancer DVD, which I was looking for before Christmas so I could watch it for the holiday season. Couldn't find it anywhere before Christmas, and then I find the DVD and these two VHS tapes after Christmas. Go figure. Back to Goosebumps for a second. I found Goosebumps The Haunted Mask 2 on VHS. I thought this was pretty cool. Another throwback to the 90s. This is MTV singled out The Dirt on Dates. Here's a tape I picked up at the thrift store simply because the movie stars Luke Perry. It's Riot in the Streets. And now I officially have all the TCM films on VHS because I found the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake on tape. I've been wanting this one. I found Tank Girl on VHS. I also found these two sealed Chuck Norris tapes. I own different editions of both of these films, but I had to pick these up too. Karate Cop and one of my favorites, Silent Rage. The cool thing is these two obviously have different cover art than the other releases I own. This was a cool find. I found The Ugly on VHS. This is the exclusive unrated edition. And finally, a slasher film I've been meaning to pick up for my collection, Cut. I've heard some good things about this one, and I'm glad to finally own it. So guys, that's it for another collection update. What do you think? Comment below and let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Be kind. Subscribe.